frolicking friends, and welcome back to my channel for another episode of the Poison Garden Legacy. Last time we finally got some animals, and it looks like our barn is in some need of some cleaning, so we'll do that. We have a few housekeeping sort of things to do around Henford on Bagley, and then my plan is to take Wisteria back to Granite Falls and continue progressing on her outdoor enthusiast aspiration. Ooh, we got vitality fertilizer. Oh, it looks like our llama friend also needs cleaned. And I got an awesome name suggestion for our llama. So belladonna is a poisonous plant, so we're gonna do Bella Llama, because it's a llama like belladonna, but Bella Llama. And thank you so much to Queen Sis for that name suggestion. I thought it was a genius. And thank you to all the other suggestions as well. I'm sure we will be having other llamas and animals. I also need to name the chickens, so if you guys have any good name suggestions for our chickadees, let me know as well. Give her a good brushing. She seems to be enjoying that, like a little massage. That's so cute. A little Wookiee noise. Looks like we can also evolve some plants, so we'll do some harvesting. Oh, our chicks are growing up into hens, but I don't see it. Oh, there it is. There's our little grown-up hen. Our little white hen. Aw. Definitely need to come up with some names so I don't just have to refer to all of them as hen. One thing I want to do on our way to town is go ahead and visit the old new Henford neighborhood, because I think that's the only one we haven't been in, so that I can finish out this first level, our country caretaker aspiration. It's a pretty little area. Oh, I love that little fake barn out there. Alright, so it looks like we need to befriend a chicken, cow, or llama, place a wild rabbit home or flock of wild birds on our home lot, and then fertilize 3 plants or oversized crops. Awesome! So what we're going to go ahead and do is for now switch back to our outdoor enthusiast aspiration and head into town to sell some of our goods. Oh! It is Agatha who's tending the garden today. Let's go ahead and sell our items. Let's go ahead and... I haven't been good at breeding the frogs as of late. And sell our goodies. Ooh, a charming mushroom. Interesting. Alright, it looks like from this first batch of stuff, we're going to make about 1,500 simoleons. So let's go ahead and sell off anything else. Okay, we haven't really been doing collecting, so it was just a couple frogs. Alright, let's go ahead and see what items she has in her shop. Ooh, avocado. Let's get a blackberry, blueberry. Ooh, a fang flower. That sounds interesting. Okay, we'll just buy those for now. And I think with that, let's head off to Granite Falls. I think for now we'll stay for 2 days and then extend it if needed. Alright, here we are in Granite Falls, and it looks like it is raining. So just as a reminder, our girl needs to achieve level 4 of the herbalism skill, which she's pretty close. Cook 2 plates of beetles over a campfire and eat 10 plants. So I'll have her do some foraging, keeping these things in mind, and, fill you in on anything of interest that happens. So I was thinking that having a bike in Granite Falls would be super helpful for all of the running around and collecting, but honestly, the speed that she rides her bike isn't that fast, and the time that you lose in the animation to, kick the kickstand and put it in your inventory, both getting on and off the bike, just made it absolutely not worth having a bike, so I ditched it pretty fast. Wisteria also had to put up with lots of rain and puddles this trip to Granite Falls, but unfortunately her outfit for most of the time didn't really help keep her dry. Wisteria spent quite a bit of time in the main part of the woods of Granite Falls, but found herself back in the part of the woods that led to the secret area she discovered last time, and she just definitely had some bad feelings that she was going to be followed again by the Fae Court or Elphaba, so she went back to that kind of secret hidden area. She didn't see anyone around the cottage, and she figured that whoever lived there probably wouldn't mind her picking from the garden. She also found this beautiful, flashing, glittery rainbow lake to fish in, so she helped herself and managed to catch a blue crawdad, which seemed pretty rare and she was happy with. And she finally learned how to light a fire without catching her sleeve on fire in the process, and made some beetles over the campfire, since that was part of her aspiration to cook 2 plates of those. Yum yum! Eat up, Wisteria! She spent the night in that secluded area and never found anyone there, and when she woke in the morning, the season had changed to summer. Wisteria did keep an eye on the cottage in the area, but never did see any Sims hanging about. So she decided to seek refuge in the area and spent the day collecting things and lying low because she didn't want to be discovered by Elphaba. But it got to the point where she really felt she needed some special berries for her herbal remedies, and she had hoped, now that it was summer, they would be growing in the main part of the woods. So after doing some final collecting, she ventured back into those parts of the woods and risked being discovered by the Fae and Elphaba. Although she did manage to have 1 berry on hand, so she was able to make some deodorizing cream, but that was all she had the ingredients for. She also discovered some beautiful multicolored fireflies and grabbed those successfully. Since no berries could be found in the surrounding woods, the only way she could get her herbalism skill up was by doing some reading. She hoped she could discover some new recipes that didn't rely on the berries. And she did level up her herbalism skill, completing that part of the aspiration. The last part involved her eating several different fruits and harvestables, so I thought maybe if I did a different variety of fruits, some herbs, that she wouldn't get that diarrhea moodlet. And I was successful, and she completed that level of her milestone, which meant that she needed to craft 3 excellent herbal remedies, identify all unidentified plants, and befriend the Hermit of Granite Falls. She spent a little bit of time in the main part of the woods before she felt too vulnerable and had seen Elphaba off in the distance, so she ran back to her safety haven in that secluded little valley. She found some beautiful butterflies there, and the sun had finally come out and she could enjoy her time in Granite Falls. Of course, she spent some more time fishing because our girl loves to fish. Apparently, you still have to pay your bills even while you're on vacation. Luckily, she was able to do that from her phone. Alright, you guys, so for a quick moment of complete transparency, I've extended her vacation, I think 1 or 2 days. Like, it's Tuesday. She's supposed to be headed home. I got the notification for 4 hours. But I have been kind of lingering / trying to get the Hermit thing to work out for what seems like forever. I think I got it figured out, and I kind of want to just tell you what I did in case you ever want to do this sort of thing on your own. So you can see I have 2 versions of our Hermit here. This is actually going to be our Hermit Laurel Leaf, and then I had to put in a second version because the skin details didn't transfer over correctly when I did the thing that I'm going to show you what I did. So this is actually the original Hermit that spawned in. I did find out that I needed to go into Create a Sim and make him a her, otherwise this won't work correctly. I was pulling my hair out trying to figure out what I was doing wrong. But if you have MC Command Center installed and you have to make sure you have the Create a Sim like module, you can come into copy paste and you can paste a tray sim. And I ended up just going into any saved sims, any save sim, then it's going to show any of the households in your tray that have a matching gendered sim. So I could not find the sim I wanted because it was a male and I wanted to paste a female on. And anyway, but you go into whatever household you want and you click the sim and you can paste the things in, and I don't really want to do that because I just did all the hard work to get the sim I wanted. So I did that, And so I think this is going to work, and eventually I'll delete or get rid of this other sim. But I just used her because you can also copy and paste skin details, so I did that. But I think I got the Hermit that I want. Now, pretend that none of that happened. She lived here all along. We're just stumbling across her. So in my mind, Wisteria has been kind of hiding out in this area because she feels safer. She was worried that Elphaba was going to track her down again. She was in Granite Falls at one point. I'm not sure if I showed that. So she has been kind of hanging out, and for the most part, our hermit friend has not been home. Maybe she was off even deeper into the woods doing some gathering. But Wisteria is, been several days out in the woods all by herself and away from her animal friends. So her social is actually pretty low for the first time ever. So I think that's kind of what is going to inspire this next move. She happens to run into the Hermit. And so, yeah, we have introduced ourselves. We've kind of timidly walked up to her, like, hey, I hope you don't mind. I've been kind of hiding out here. I didn't find that you were home. I hope you don't mind. I'm happy to leave. Seeing if there's anything that would be actually a good thing to talk about. So she caught this really rare fish in the little pond there. So I figure, okay, she's, helping her, like, hey, I don't know if you're into fishing. You seem like maybe you're a naturey gal like me, maybe a kindred spirit. Here's how you catch this fish. Oh, goodbye. Why are we saying goodbye? Isn't Laurel adorable, though? She was made by Berryconfetti. I'll link her Tumblr down below. She's super cute. A perfect little hermit. Don't let her get away. Chase her down. I'm gonna let them be a little bit autonomous after this and see what they talk about or don't talk about. I know that they're not, they're both kind of keep to themselves and all of that. Oh, and she's walking away. Thumbs down. So maybe their first interaction wasn't too great. I feel like Laurel doesn't understand why she's invading her safety space. Like, this is her own safety space. Isn't too happy. Like, are you gonna be bringing trouble here? I don't want that. Everything's been fine. I don't want you to be bringing that nonsense around me. Apparently Wisteria is going to roast some marshmallows first, but we'll have her leave. She'll respect her wishes. She's planning on going home soon anyway, but I have a feeling that she will be back. Try to convince Laurel to let her use this as kind of her safe space. Actually, it looks like Laurel's leaving. She's like, you know what? Fine, I'm leaving. I don't like you. So I'm really hoping that all my trickery, she'll continue to spawn in this lot. And all my testing, that was the biggest issue. I was able to create another sim that I wanted and make them essentially be a hermit, like a second hermit, and count for the aspiration. But they just weren't really spawning on the lot the way I wanted them to. So we shall see. I also feel like she's hung out a little longer than she initially intended because she just wanted to be here for the weekend, because she's hoping to get those berries that she needs to do her herbalism skill. We still have not had luck finding those spawn in Granite Falls. So I'll do a quick look around and see if they've spawned in yet. I think these bushes might be the ones that she needs, but they're just not producing any berries yet. Oh, there's our girl Elphaba. She has followed us here. So I feel like that definitely is going to push Wisteria to get the heck out of here, because she does not want to get into any trouble with the Fae. So I feel like that would be another thing. She respected the hermit's wishes and left, since, like, they didn't have a terrible interaction, but they, didn't have the best first impression of each other. And so she was asked to leave, and then she immediately comes back, and Elphaba's, like, right there. All right, that looks like that is the end of her vacation. So when she saw Elphaba, she's like, all right, we're done. Let's go back home. Hopefully she doesn't follow us. So it looks like our chickadees are still doing okay. I think it kind of just freezes time. Although I feel like a lot of our plants are glitching. I feel like that happens a lot though. I find it interesting that just one of... Oh, it's starving. Okay, it's gonna eat though. We'll scatter more food just in case. Alright, it's happy now. Let's go ahead and shear Bella Llama's wool. And then I think we are going to go ahead and head into town, sell some of our goodies. Maybe, if we have enough money, then I will delete this rabbit hole barn and actually build a barn that we can start using as her house. Okay, I think for now I'm going to switch her aspiration back to the country caretaker now that she's not in Granite Falls. Come on guys, tend your shops. Alright, I think that gives us a good little start. Alrighty, so since we have a good deal of money, I'm going to go ahead and kind of actually build a barn like this or something similar with real walls and kind of start getting that going, but I'm going to do that off camera. Well, here it is, our cute little renovated barn, for real this time. I think it turned out so cute. Because it needed to be a tiny home under 32 tiles, I did have a lot more extra space. Plus, I didn't like the previous location of the barn, which was over here, so I moved it over here, which meant the pond had to become a little smaller, but I still think it looks really nice. I love that the fence can go down through the pond, although I might move some of the bushes so we can see that more. Yeah, so that's the front. We have like kind of a little workshop area next to the barn, and then I might continue to try to fiddle with the look for these barn doors that look open. And or buy some CC, but I think this works for now. I did some half walls, although they're nearly full height, but just to match the level of that arch that I put in. But I think that looks cute. I might also add like windows on them or something. But let's go inside. Our girl's getting some food. It's pretty basic and empty right now, but I was able to put in the chair and table that she had crafted, as well as this little shelf. I added in some actual counters because, like, to make the treats and different things for the animals, she needed a counter. We have a tiny little bathroom over here. And then, technically, this is kind of cheating because this puts me over the 32 tiles, but I did make the loft that was originally just going to be for looks, so I justified using the little hack to make it not count for the tiles. Technically, I then did make it usable and put a bed up here, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Obviously, she still has a very tiny home. So yeah, this is our cute little renovated barn that we'll continue to add more furniture to, make the outdoor area look cuter, but she actually has some walls to live in, which is super exciting. She's like, I missed all my animal friends so much. She was just petting Wolfsbane. Yeah, she got pretty lonely there in Granite Falls without being able to talk to all her animal friends. Oh, he did not seem to agree with that. How about I give him some forager stew. I think he liked that, or she liked that last time. Oh, nope, didn't like it this time. Oh, our llama just does not like us very much. But he'll fake it to be cute. This fox is stalking our chicken. Luckily, I think they've been pretty safe with the fence. I don't know if that's like cheating, but... Oh, awesome! We got credit for befriending a chicken, cow, or llama. So we need to place a wild rabbit home or a flock of wild birds on your home lot, and then fertilize 3 plants or oversized crops. Okay. Let's fertilize our crops over here with this vitality fertilizer. Alright, so then we just need to buy one of the homes, but we are very much out of money at this point. So I guess we need to uproot some of our plants that are out of season. Maybe I can just delete them though and not waste time. Let's have you repair this water collector instead. She has this little moodlet, like hugging a cloud from hugging our llama. That's so cute. I hope this NAP person is not gonna fine us. We kept getting fined before. Look, I am so eco-friendly. I am off the grid and have all of these things. But actually, I don't want to chat. I don't like it when people are around, so I'm going to scare you. You tell her. She's like, alright, I'm good, bye. Yeah, it says that we are not in compliance with the following neighborhood action upcycling initiative. Okay, well, that's something that maybe we should be doing because it's all about building your own things. Like, I feel like technically I'm doing that with my woodworking, but whatever. Okay, what can we plant that will be in season? Plant an avocado tree, and then I want her to plant some wolfsbane in both of these because, again, that is the flower that our generation is based on, so I think it's cute to have those growing next to the front door. Nice, we are level 7 gardening, getting all our summer plants planted because the season did change when we were in Granite Falls. Okay, one last thing before you go to bed. I want you to water your plants. We haven't seen her in her PJs before. Definitely feel like the grilling of stuff is cheaper. I'll like me some forager stew. Wow, we maxed the cooking skill without ever buying a stove. But I guess that's because she had to do all the extra grilling because she didn't have a fridge for the first bit that would keep her food like good, so she could never eat leftovers. Give Bella Llama a little cleaning because she's a little dirty. Oh, and it looks like we do need to feed our little chickens. It's so interesting to me that I had one of them age up, but not the rest. Ooh, we can collect our first eggs. Alright, I felt like our little hen needs a name this episode, but please leave me your suggestions for other names. I'm gonna name it Baby's Breath, like plant. I don't know if it's technically poisonous, but it's a white plant. Try to make friends with Apricot. Oh, we became good friends. That's awesome. Yay, that's our first little egg. Oh, they spoil. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but let's put it in the fridge then. Oh, and our rainbow egg spoiled. Whoops. I didn't realize that they spoiled. I mean, that makes sense, I guess, but talk to our little bird friends. We haven't seen them for a while. Let's take their gift. One sturgeon. Hey, thanks. They like flowers, so you can give them a nice bluebell. She has gained the single and loving it lifestyle. That's very fitting for her. I'm gonna have Wisteria go fishing because ideally, the last thing I want to kind of try to accomplish this episode is finishing off our second tier of our country caretaker aspiration, which will require her to have some money so that she can buy the rabbit home. So we will send her into the market so that she can do that. And this Marion Wisniewski is running our loner vibes. So let's go home and put her to bed, and then we'll sell our goodies so we can finish that part of our aspiration in the morning. Looks like it's time to clean out our shed again, scatter some food, collect our eggs. Is that it? Is that as big as they're gonna get? Guess we can harvest the crop. I don't know, you guys. If you guys know, let me know. Am I supposed to just leave these and they get bigger? Alright, so let's go ahead and plant. I have lettuce and pumpkin that we can go ahead and plant. Alrighty, let's go on into town. Okay, so it's just a small one. We'll sell one of them. We'll sell one of our watermelons. Alright, looks like we're going to make 610 simoleons. And we'll make 385 from our frogs. Alright, we'll send her back home. So I think I want to do the flock of birds one first, and then we can do the other one later. I think I'll put it over here. Actually, I think I will go ahead and put the little bun farm thing over here. And with that, we just finished that part of our milestone. So the next step, we have to give 3 gifts to foxes, rabbits, or birds, which we've already done, but we can do again. Craft animal treats 5 times. Harvest 1 perfect quality oversized crop. Forage 5 times from the Bramblewood. Awesome. So those all seem fairly doable. I think the crop one might be the most difficult. Alrighty, and I think we're going to go ahead and end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series. If you are, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and maybe consider subscribing if you aren't already. Look at the interaction here that popped up. Don't forget to give me name suggestions for our chicks if you have them. I would greatly appreciate it. We have 3 more, 2 hens and a rooster that need some names. So until next time, happy simming!